Hi, I'm Lee Mullin. Welcome to another episode of the AEC Bar. Today I'm going to talk about something that I've been asked about quite a bit recently, which is around 4D. Why bother? Well, it's an interesting area. It's something which I've been involved with since I first started at Navisworks before it was acquired by Autodesk. It's really simple for me with 4D. You can only understand the Gantt chart so far. It needs interpretation. If you think about the range and number of people which work on a construction project, from your site managers, site engineers, surveyors, quantity surveyors, estimators, everybody who's coming onto site, how much time do you spend understanding and processing what's on a Gantt chart? It takes an amount of time. When you've got 4D allows you to really simply understand what's going on where and when and how. It helps you understand, are you trying to build level 2 before level 1's been completed? That's something you can never get across on the Gantt chart. It's something which takes a level of interpretation. Now, for me, that doesn't mean that you ignore the Gantt chart, you forget about it, you don't touch it. It's still really important. It's a way of visualising resources and understanding the milestone dates and when they're going to happen. But using it in conjunction with a 3D model really opens up the construction process to a lot more people. If you think, same as like 2D plans, how long did you spend understanding what a different type of hatch line means for one type of wall or insulation than another? It's not something that's easy to understand. Now, breaking down 4D a little bit further, I kind of see that there's 3 main types of 4D simulation. There may be more, feel free to email in and correct me, but typically I see them fall into 3 brackets. One is master planning. Master planning kind of being those big kind of projects, how you're going to deal with building these 6 or 7 buildings over a 3-year period, or maybe even just smaller scale than that. You're doing a bridge over between 2 buildings in a university campus. What's the master plan of broadly how are you going to manage that process? Then you've got the next level, and that's the one which I think everyone sees in tenders, which is an entire construction schedule linked to 3D model, where every column, every floor, every door has been scheduled in, and it's linked to a task. And I think that's really important, and I think that's the one which most people concentrate on for a tender purpose. Not many of them really take it further onto the construction site to start collecting progress information back. But I think that's an area where we're going to see a lot more people doing that with mobile tools such as BIM 360 to allow you to collect that progress information and bring it back in. Then the third area I think is a more interesting one, because I think it says a lot about construction. A lot of people in construction consider themselves as problem solvers, and really, there's this thing on a construction site where you might have a large piece of plant or a large escalator or piece of work that needs to be moved through a project, and the third piece that I would think about is how do you solve an individual problem? How do you take a large piece of plant from one end of the site to another? How do you take it down 3 basement levels into the underground services area? And breaking down that level of detail where you're not just showing every task, but you're showing every item that gets removed, every item that has to be moved, every piece of plant that needs to be put in there, every piece of temporary works. Sometimes you get a merging of some of those, but broadly that's where I see 4D. Any questions, any comments, please feel free to email us on the AEC Bar at autodesk.com. Thank you very much and speak soon.